AEW Forbidden Door preview happens right now.
Oh my God!
I'm embarrassed!
He's flying!
Welcome in. It's almost time.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another In This Very Ring. I am the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. I am Ritz, and joining me, as he does each and every Saturday night, is the mayor of Toasty Town, Butters. Woo! What's going on, man? We weren't on the air last week. How was your outing with your friend?
Good.
Yeah? Good times?
Good times.
Fuck yeah, I love that for you.
Good times had by all.
Good. You deserve it. Well, as I said, we weren't on the air last week, so we're going to touch on some of the stuff that happened last week in professional wrestling. But tonight it's all about Forbidden Door.
Oh yeah, we're getting handsy?
A little bit. It's all about Forbidden Door with a little money in the bank afterwards. But first, we want to thank our sponsors, A2D Travel. A2D Travel specializing in creating the case of your dreams at Disney Universal or wherever your heart calls you. Let their talented team of travel experts, including yours truly, create a custom vacation for you without any of the stress. A2D on over to A2D-travel.com/take the trip to get in touch with myself or any of the other talented travel agents. We do everything from Walt Disney World, Universal Studios, Disneyland, Disney Cruise Line, other cruise lines, and all-inclusive resorts. We also do international travel. So whatever you're looking for, give us a call. We will get started planning your magical vacation as early as tonight. But first...
How about last?
No. But first, we must talk AEW. It's the first time in about 6 months we haven't started this show off talking about the bloodline. I'm not sure we're going to know what to do with ourselves.
Oh my God!
Right? And sponsoring tonight's topic of conversation is SpecializedPhysicalTherapy.com. You can check them out on the web, obviously at SpecializedPhysicalTherapy.com. Also, their two locations, Burlington, Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Dr. Paul Vidal and his team are eager and waiting to help out anybody and everybody who needs their assistance. Check them out, SpecializedPhysicalTherapy.com. Apparently, it didn't save on that screen. Kenny Omega will lose the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship to Will Ospreay. First of all, after writing the show, I say writing, adjusting the show because he wrote it for a Money in the Bank preview. I said, fuck it, let's do it a Forbidden Door preview. I fluffed it up as I do with every show. The names of all these godforsaken New Japan Pro Wrestling titles might be the most annoying fucking thing ever.
Why?
IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship. And you would think, like AEW has the AEW World Championship, the AEW Women's World Championship, the TNT title, the TBS title, makes sense for other programs, right? The AEW World title, World Tag titles. Cool. Awesome. New Japan. IWGP Strong, NJPW, BAFCKU, Banana Lama Ring Bomb. Fuck!
They gotta use all the letters of the alphabet.
It's literally like just Jesus criminy how many acronyms there are. So Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega tomorrow for Kenny Omega's IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship. This is one of the only titles on the show where I could have a solid argument that it might change hands. Obviously, MJF is not dropping his AEW title.
If he shows up.
Also, yes, I don't see Shinada dropping to Jungle Boy.
It'd be nice.
I don't see Tony Storm dropping to Willow Nightingale. I don't see who the hell else has their title on the line. I don't see Orange Cassidy dropping his title.
Maybe.
I don't. Not right.
He's had a good run, and they could give it to a New Japan person. I mean, it is the international title.
It is, but fuck you. What other titles are on the line?
I don't think there's any tag titles on the line in this one.
There's not, which is a damn shame.
I don't think it's so much that there's. It's only a couple titles on the line, or a handful of titles per se. I don't think it.
I mean, all right, so
Because it really and truly is just Forbidden Door.
right, which is such a bullshit thing. Right, we use Wikipedia to pull match cards for everything that we do. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And when I look in the stipulations column, you guys can't see it on the screen, but stipulations column on Wikipedia, other than the Stu Grayson El Phantasmo and the Adam Cole Tom Lawler match, everything has multiple lines. I'm going to go top to bottom because there's 14 matches on the card, 4 on the pre-show. Fuck you. The women's Owen Hart Cup Tournament first round match. 6-man tag team match.
Wait, that's a
Singles match. Shut up. 6-man tag team match. Singles match for the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship. Singles match. Singles match for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Singles match for the AEW World Championship. 6-man tag team match. 10-man tag team match. Men's Owen Hart Cup Tournament first round match. 4-way match for the AEW International Championship. Singles match for the AEW Women's World Championship. Singles match. What the fuck? Like, what the actual fuck? But we'll get to that in a minute. And I'm very excited for tomorrow night. Take all the hooting and hollering and all the bullshit and everything like that out of it. I think tomorrow's going to be phenomenal. I think this might be the best Forbidden Door yet. Okay? We're going to run down the card. We're going to start with the Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay match. How do you think this is going to go?
I think Ospreay's taking the title.
You do?
Yeah, I think Kenny's dropping it to Ospreay. I think they're going to have a couple more back and forths because I think this match is probably going to end up being close to match of the night.
See,
between these two.
And I had thought about writing out the poll question as, this match will steal the show or whatever,
mm-hmm.
right? And I was like, I don't think I'm going to do that. Because it's almost a no-brainer that the hell is that? Okay. That this match is going to steal the show.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of sad to say it. Because there's so much good on this match. On this card. And especially as we go through, you guys will see that. But given the caliber of Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega, it's just hard to ignore it.
Looking at the card, to me, there might only be one other match that might take that over. And that's the Danielson-Okada match.
Yeah.
But, no, I think Ospreay has a huge chance of taking this from Kenny Omega. So that, we can see he's coming up with a claim that Kenny hasn't defended that title very much. So maybe, we'll see him defend it more often.
Well, here's how I view this. And first of all, I agree with the poll question.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I know we've got Tom over here saying that he disagrees to the poll. Jake agrees to the poll. Pete Evans says Ospreay to the WWE needs to happen. So we're really polarized with this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know. I don't think Pete cares who wins or loses the match. He just wants to see Ospreay in WWE. But I'm pretty sure that when you take a look at Kenny Omega as the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship and what he's currently doing in AEW, he doesn't need the title.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He's not going back enough to defend it, which play it as a storyline, call it reality, do whatever you want.
Kenny?
Yeah.
Well, not defending it so much, not being able to go back to the, Japan so much is, if I'm correct, the U.S. title is more to be defended over here more than it is over there because they want that U.S. market as well. which is why they made.
No, and I think you're right, but
which is why I think they made the U.S. title was to try to tap into that.
We're not doing anything, and I say we. New Japan's not really doing anything with it. They're not coming over here as I think as often as they thought they were going to. And when they are coming over here, it's not making enough waves.
I mean, look at a few people who's held it before. I mean, Moxley had it, Lance Archer's had it, and Lance Archer, he's huge over in Japan. That's why he's held the title a couple times already.
Mm-hmm.
Now with Ospreay, maybe with it being Ospreay, maybe it'll be defended a little more, and not so much storyline wise, just because of the caliber of person that he is. Maybe if he takes that title, we'll see it defended a little more. We'll see somebody, step up. Of course, he'll probably be in AEW a lot more, but he'll be able to go back and forth between AEW and New Japan more often than, say, Kenny would, since Kenny's got too much going on right now.
I think we need to see Will Ospreay elevated again, like the next chapter of Will Ospreay, right? Because when you sit down and look at Will Ospreay, and I'm just going to
he's part of what is it, the Aussie Open?
Huh?
He's part of what the team with the what do they call the Aussie Open or?
You're talking about his faction?
Yes.
Oh God, I'm blanking right now. I don't think it's called the Aussie Open. I think it's the United Empire.
Okay, United Empire. Who the fuck am I thinking?
I have no idea. Don't care who you're thinking of. But when you look at his championships, okay, and I'm not going to talk about like Future Pro Wrestling or Melbourne City Wrestling. We're going to talk about top tier promotions. New Japan Pro Wrestling, IWGP World Heavyweight Champion 1 time, IWGP United States Heavyweight Champion 1 time, IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion 3 times. Never open weight champion 1 time. He won the New Japan Cup in 2021, and he was best of the Super Juniors in 16 and 19. Ring of Honor, he was the World Television Champion 1 time, and his Os Cutter was named the best move in 2017. And just special shout out, because I said I was going to talk about indies, but I'm going to do it anyway. I totally forgot he was the What Culture Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champion with Scotty Wainwright. And he won Match of the Year for his match against Drew Galloway on Defiant March 6th episode. He was, we'll talk about, but fuck it, like, you look at all these multiple time tag champion across the world, well, that side of the world, right? Multiple time heavyweight champion on that side of the world. Mm-hmm. What has he done on this side of the world? Now, Sports Illustrated ranked him number 6, the top 10 men's wrestlers in 2018, number 5 in 2022. What have you done on this side?
Not a whole hell of a lot.
You haven't. Your career has gone pretty stagnant, in my opinion. Okay, and that's not a shot by no sense of the imagination. You're still one of the best wrestlers in the fucking world. But now stay in AEW. Stay stateside. Right? Nothing. I think it was Will Ospreay. And I may be thinking the wrong video. Correct me if I'm wrong. Do you remember Paul Heyman on Inside the Ropes?
Mm-hmm.
Handed Will Ospreay a contract for Evolve like 6 years ago. I think it was Will Ospreay. Let me see. Paul Heyman, Will Ospreay. Yeah, it was 6 years ago. I can't believe I had that right. It was Inside the Ropes. Will Ospreay is handed an Evolve Wrestling contract from Paul Heyman. If you haven't seen the clip, you need to go watch it. It's fantastic. We'll watch it when we get off the air. But he never capitalized on that. He never came stateside and did anything. And I get it. You have your family over there. You've got your life over there. Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, when people think of professional wrestling, they think of, right now, 2 companies. WWE and AEW. At least this side of the world. You are a god on the other side of the world. Right? You're one of the biggest names over there. Great. Did it, kid. Come over here and do that here. be the best in the world at what you do and mean it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I don't care if he's AEW bound. I don't care if he's WWE bound. Right?
Just do something stateside.
Just come over here and do a solid program and really whoop some ass. That's all I want. That's all I want. Plus, it's a pain in the ass to watch your shit at 2 in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning.
It really is.
It's such a pain in the ass. Right? And by the way, just to remind everybody, and this is the nicest way I'm going to say this, we're a wrestling show. We don't care about scores. Thank you. So, well, I'm fucking sick of it, right?
No,
Stay on fucking topic in here. It's so fucking stupid. I'm not going to call anybody out because I'm not going to be like that, but it's fucking dumb, and I'm tired of it. It's bullshit. So, Ospreay over Omega, I think we can kind of agree to that.
Yes.
I'm just going to go I don't care about the pre-show matches.
The only one I would say I wouldn't even remotely care about is, and this kind of pisses me off that it's on the pre-show, but if you're going to do the Owen Hart Cup Tournament again, you're doing the first round. Why the fuck is the women's match on the goddamn pre-show?
I don't have a problem with that. And I'll tell you why. Because their pre-show, just like WWE's pre-show, is free on YouTube. It's free. It's on all of their social media platforms, right? Literally all of them. And it's a buy-in. It's their buy-in, right? They're expecting these 4 matches to want to sway you because they're never bad. Like when I do get a chance to watch the pre-show matches. I would buy the pay-per-view after watching those matches, for the most part. There are a couple where I'm like, right? But they're saying that Athena versus Billie Starkz is going to draw people in, make them watch the buy-in, so that does well for them on those platforms, and buy the pay-per-view. That's what they're hoping. So you have to sacrifice sometimes.
I get that.
Right? And especially when you look at everything else on the card, like we always have these conversations. What on the main card could you move to the pre-show? This is the show you can't do that.
Let me see. Let's just do a quick look at the...
You can't.
Fuck me. No, you're right.
Right? So, is it a necessary evil? Yes, it is. Right? Does it suck for Athena and Billie Starkz? Yes, it does. But here's the other thing. Guess what? If I go to Forbidden, I'm going to watch Forbidden Door in the movies, like I do all AEW pay-per-views. Right? We're gonna go watch them in the theater tomorrow. If I miss the buy-in, and let's just say Billie Starkz, in my opinion, would be an upset, and beats Athena, now I know where to go and watch it. I don't have to wait for a replay or anything. So it's smart. Right, it makes me want to watch it because it is the Owen Hart Cup.
Yep.
Right, so it's not the best thing on the planet, but it makes sense.
And then when it comes to the Owen Hart Cup, I'm glad they're doing it again. But why not have last year's winners defend themselves in the damn cup?
Because how would you book that?
I don't know. You can have them. You put them in, like Britt's in the women's side. But Adam's not in the men's.
But Adam's in the blind tag eliminator.
I get that, but you could have this as the blind tag eliminator. You could have that as an Owen Hart Cup match.
Yes and no.
Doesn't mean Adam Cole has to win the damn tournament again. But just have last year's winners defend their Owen Hart title, so to speak.
Now that I would like. I would like to see at the end of the thing, right? In the finals. The finals is because let me pull up the bracket.
So I think it's only eight. Let's see, 4 and 4, right?
Yeah. So last year we had qualifier matches. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for the men. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for the women. Right? 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, All right, so it's 8 and 8. I'm sorry, I couldn't math.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have that for 2023. We have 4 and 4.
Yeah.
Okay. In 2022, you had the qualifiers take place April 6th, 20th, 7th. I'm sorry, 6th, 20th, 27th, May 4th, April 22nd, and April 29th. So almost every week. And then every week from then on, quarterfinals, semifinals, and then the final was at Double or Nothing. This year,
yeah,
because it was Samoa Joe, Adam Cole, Britt Baker, Ruby Soho.
Yeah.
This year, we start the women on Rampage earlier this week. We had another match on Collision. We're having another match on Forbidden Door. And on Dynamite, we're going to have the final match, which will be Britt Baker, Ruby Soho. That's all just for the quarterfinals. You're not telling me when the semifinals are.
Okay.
And the final is on Collision.
I really want people to watch Collision.
The men's, same concept. But the men, we're going to have the quarterfinals, the one match tomorrow, CM Punk and Satoshi.
Mm-hmm.
The other 3 matches will be July 1st Collision. You brought this back, huh?
It's a good God, 3 matches in England.
Yeah, you brought this back to be a Collision tournament. You're rushing, but you're slowing down.
Mm-hmm.
Last year's was so much fun because you had a little bit every single week.
Correct.
What I would love to see happen, it's not going to happen. We're not going to do it. Right? Because we're fucking idiots. You get to the finals, they win. Whoever it is. Let's just say, for argument's sake, Willow Nightingale wins the damn thing.
Yeah.
But to really be the winner, you've got to beat last year's winner. So Willow versus Britt. Let's just say Samoa Joe, or even CM Punk, they end up in the finals. They got to beat Adam Cole. We're not going to do that. We're not. And here's the other thing. Here's the other fucked off thing. You're putting the finals on Collision on a Saturday night, July 15th. Do you think people are going to watch that live? Versus if you would just wait for
their next big pay-per-view?
All In, August 27th, in Wembley Stadium.
You could have this big Owen Hart tournament like last year and had it flow through Wembley Stadium.
You said we're going to do the Owen Hart Cup Finals in Wembley. I get it, he was Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
But he was over like fucking Rover overseas.
He was over like Rover everywhere.
Right, but
I get what you're
the
saying.
Harts had such a huge presence overseas. Mm-hmm. You're missing the boat, Tony. I hope you literally missed the boat one day. But you're missing the boat. And it's so frustrating to have this tournament. You have your blind eliminator tag tournament going on. Mm-hmm. Right? And none of it matters. None of it's going to matter. No one's going to care. No one's going to give a fuck. Right? Because if I grab this and I go back to the Owen Hart Cup Tournament, I think Britt Baker, Ruby Soho is probably going to win. Because Ruby will screw out Britt somehow. The Outcast will help. It's just
I really want Sky Blue to win it.
But we all know how you can't discount the Outcast.
I know.
You look at the men's, it's either CM Punk or Samoa Joe because we're building it around the stars of Collision.
Well, I think the finals for that's going to be one of those two versus Juice.
Oh, yeah, I do see Juice in this. But even still,
mm-hmm.
Right? So it just doesn't make me excited for it this year, which is a goddamn shame.
It really is. God, could you imagine if the finals came down to Sky Blue and Willow Nightingale?
I'd lose it. I'd lose my ever-loving mind. I'd love it. I would love
it. I'm looking at the match and going, holy shit, it could actually come down to those two, even though I know it won't, but
well, let's go down the list again, and I'm going right down this list.
Yeah,
the next
you're good.
match is Bryan Danielson versus Okada.
potential other match of the night here.
But this better be, right? And that's the thing. Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay, like we know is going to be a good match, but when you stack it up against Danielson Okada, right? We know Danielson Okada. I expect it to be the best thing I've seen all year.
Yeah, because people have been clamoring for this match.
Right? But I expect that. So to me, I can't call it match of the night because I fucking expect it to be. I'm going to call a match of the night that I don't expect it to be.
Yeah.
Right? That's a little fucked off logic, but I don't care.
I think Danielson's taking this one. As crazy as it sounds.
Win so bad.
I know.
I want Okada to win so bad.
I know.
Because Danielson, with this heel turn, and I didn't like Bryan Danielson. I didn't like Daniel Bryan as a heel. I like Bryan Danielson as a heel less. He's such a cocky little fuck. And I get it, right? Oh, Rich, that's the character they want to play. No shit, assholes.
That's all wrestling is, dumbasses.
But I want it so bad. I want them. Because then later, when you get to the 10-man tag team match, and it's a Blackpool Combat Club, Jon Moxley, Willow, Yuta, and Claudio Castagnoli with Konosuke Takeshita, whatever.
Takeshita?
And Umino.
Umino?
I don't give a fuck. Versus the Elite, Eddie Kingston, and Ishii. There's so much that says to me that this is going to end up in a clusterfuck.
Oh, this 10-man match?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Eddie Kingston isn't going to play nice with others. Ishii's not going to understand anybody. Because that man, when he walks out, he looks like the lights are on, but nobody ever moved in. The Elite is just going to be like, anarchy in the arena? Cool, let's do it.
2.0.
Right? But, so I want to see Okada win. Plus, I think Okada, this side of the world, doesn't get enough respect for who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Because he doesn't get shown off enough on this side.
No.
Like,
there's a lot of great stars over there that do not get shown off enough in general.
mm-hmm.
That if they could just come over just for a little bit, everybody'd be like, holy fuck, where did these guys come from?
Yeah, like at the last Forbidden Door, he battled in the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship match between Okada, Page, Cole, and White, where Jay White retained the title. And other than that, well, no, was Okada? No, it wasn't Okada. It was somebody else. He's never done anything other than New Japan.
Who, Okada?
Yeah. Like, I'm going through...
He's like you were talking about Ospreay, he's a fucking god over there. Why would he do anything else?
I'm going through his whole career. He did a little bit with TNA in 2010 to 11, but he wasn't big then.
No.
Right? So I think Okada deserves to win on this side of the world. A big win, too. Not like you won by disqualification. No.
Now that he said it, it's coming true.
I was so pissed. Sonata versus Jungle Boy Jack Perry for the IWGP World Heavyweight title.
As much as I would love for Jungle Boy to get his first singles title, I just don't see it happening.
I'm calling an upset. I'm going to call it.
I'm already upset that fucking Luchasaurus got a singles title before fucking Jungle Boy did.
I didn't even know that till today. When I was on Twitter and I saw him with the title, I went, how the fuck did that happen? That should show you how much I gave a fuck about Collision.
I mean, I caught the promo at least. I was loving the promo.
You should. No, because I think they're both a dumpster fire.
What, Collision?
Luchasaurus and Christian Cage. The whole dynamic is a dumpster fire.
No. I'm not talking about their promo. I was talking about Punk's.
But Punk should cut a good promo. It's fucking CM Punk.
But that match, when I seen the results for that match, I said, "What the fuck?" myself. I said, "How does Luchasaurus get a singles run, title run before Jungle Boy does?"
Yeah, that one's weird to me.
And Jungle Boy, I don't know if it's
But
just because
I'm
it's
gonna call it right now. I'm gonna say it.
upset of the night.
I think Jungle Boy wins. I don't know enough about Sonata to say anything more, honestly. I don't follow New Japan as much as I probably should. It's a pain in the fucking ass, though. But I would really like to see Jungle Boy win here. I think he could go to Japan and have a hell of a career, hell of a run.
It's a hell of a picture.
And it's a weird picture. And still be able to come back here and have his fans and his legacy here and all that. MJF versus Tanahashi. MJF's obviously winning. Tanahashi's not going to win the title.
But here's an interesting take, though.
If you say to me that this fucker isn't going to show up.
You know, he's already threatened it.
Oh, fuck you. It's MJF.
I know. But what happens if he doesn't show up? Let's just take this.
All right, I'll play the game.
But I'm just asking. What happens if he doesn't show up? What do we see here? Because the AEW World Title is supposed to be on the line.
CM Punk.
See, that's what was running through my head after Collision promo.
Yep. CM Punk with the bag.
MJF doesn't want to show up. Yeah, CM Punk might have already had his match, but he's like, fuck it, let's roll. He's got his little red bag.
I don't see him working
Two matches.
Other than that, but MJF's gonna show up.
I get that.
If anything, I could see this ending in such a schmaz.
Yeah, it is Tony we're talking about.
But it would fit the MJF character too,
Mm-hmm.
right? I could see it ending in such a schmaz to where I'm like, all right, that makes sense. There's no way Kenny Omega beats him clean. Not Kenny Omega, I'm sorry. Kenny Omega's still on the screen.
Tanahashi?
No, MJF. There's no way MJF beats Tanahashi clean. It's going to be a great match, though, because it's MJ fucking F.
Okay.
Les Suzuki Gods, which has to be the dumbest name on the planet. Like, did they have a translator in the room when they pitched this to Suzuki?
Oh, more than likely.
Because, and if they did, was he high?
It's probably Jericho.
Very good chance it could have been. It's Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, and Suzuki versus Sting, Darby Allin. And as announced as earlier tonight, Naito, sorry. There's a small part of me that wants to see Sammy Guevara turn on Chris Jericho and finally separate himself from this bullshit. Because his entire AEW career, his entire fucking career has been surrounded by Les Champions, right? The Ocho, the whatever the fuck Chris Jericho decides to call the Wizard, whatever he decides to call himself this week, the Shockmaster 2.0.
Les Sick Gods.
I'll never say that out loud. No.
Which is why they're called the Suzuki Gods.
Stupid. But like I don't know, man. I don't want Sammy Guevara.
I could see Sammy turning on him to give Team Sting the win. It would make a whole lot of sense.
Regardless if there's a turn or not. You're going to tell me that Sting, Darby Allin, and Naito are losing? It's not happening.
Possible, but yeah.
I don't...
No, that's why I said possible, but yeah.
Your wild card, honestly, is Suzuki. Suzuki is the wild card there. The 10-man clusterfuck, that's what it's going to be. I don't care if you put Aubrey Edwards. Aubrey Edwards. Yeah. Because, and I love her, but she ain't going to matter in this. And 15 other referees out there. There is no shot that this, I say no contest.
I was about to say, I think this match sets up for a third and final showdown.
Not even that. I'm going to go a step further. This match never starts. This match fights the whole night. I think this match is like the second match on the card. And we see them throughout the 5 hours of the show just randomly beating the piss out of each other. Till like hour number 4, because we know it's going to be a long night. Like hour number 4, to where finally somehow two of them end up in the ring. Right? Call it Eddie Kingston and Jon Moxley. They beat the brains out of each other, and somebody ends up winning. Why? Because AEW says, go fuck yourself.
This is true.
CM Punk versus Kojima. CM Punk's winning.
You don't see Kojima winning and
No.
advancing in the tournament so
don't.
Samoa Joe can win?
No. Because I see CM Punk versus Samoa Joe.
Yeah, it's the bigger draw. I agree.
Not even just that, right? If you want me to tune in to... You're going to put it on Collision because fuck us, right? If you want me to tune in to Collision, I'm not tuning in for...
Kojima versus Joe?
No, I don't give a shit. I'll tune in for Punk Joe.
Yep.
I say me, the average wrestling fan. Orange Cassidy, Zack Sabre Jr., Shibata, sounds like a fucking bread, versus Daniel Garcia for the AEW International Championship.
Zack Sabre Jr. all the way.
I'm okay with that. I don't see it happening, but I'm okay with that.
This feels like a title change, and it feels like a Zack Sabre Jr. win all the way.
What I would love to see them do with the AEW International Championship is I don't see it happening. I will preface this statement with I do not see it happening. But let somebody like Zack Sabre win it, or Shibata win it, and treat it like the IWGP US title. And let that fucking thing go over there and be on TV over there.
Or like they've done with AAA titles or New Japan titles.
Yeah. Let it go to
Let
the
it
other
swing.
company. Let it be your free advertisement, for lack of a better phrase, on another airwave.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Especially given that Zack Sabre Jr. is their TV champion right now. So, Toni Storm, Willow, Nightingale. It would tickle me if Willow won, because it's for the AEW Women's World Championship.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be a very happy camper, but it's not going to happen. I think Toni Storm sucks as a champion. I think the Outcasts as a faction sucks.
And I think the
I
Outcasts
think
are what's
Ruby
going to help.
Soho is being dragged down. And I think Paige plays it too safe ever since coming back from her neck injury. I don't blame her for it, but I think that she plays it way too safe and it's way too noticeable.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes me out of the moment. So for those reasons, Willow Nightingale.
I think the Outcasts are just going to interfere and Tony's getting it.
I don't disagree with you, but
As much as I would love to agree with you, as much as I would love to see Willow Nightingale get it, I had that stupid, dirty feeling that it's going to be another schmoz ending, thanks to the Outcast. Lord knows Tony loves his fucking schmoz endings. Because God forbid should we get a clean finish in the first matchup.
we're not going to. All of this will piss me off tomorrow. And I say in the sense of like how some of these matches are going to end, because we're trying to protect everybody, which is okay, but you can't protect everybody and still have these matches.
I was about to say there's too much protecting.
Yep. Adam Cole.
Fucking rip the goddamn Band-Aid off and let it roll.
Adam Cole, Tom Lawler.
I mean, I'm
Adam Cole, because I don't know who the other guy is.
saying. I was literally about to say the same shit.
No
Adam
disrespect.
You know what?
I just don't know enough about the other guy. I looked him up last night.
MMA, professional wrestler, retired MMA podcast host, part of MLW, or was part of MLW. I got...
Yeah. He's in the G1 Climax 32. Right? There's another mess.
Oh, the G1?
Yeah. Not in a bad way, but it's so hard to follow sometimes.
And it's sad that Daniel Bryan wants to go over to do the G1. It's one of his dreams. But yet Tony's like, here, Eddie, you go ahead and do it. Because it was one of Eddie's dreams too. But it's like, fuck, let them both go. God damn it.
Man, I'm looking at this and I don't even know if 33 hasn't even happened yet.
But yeah, Adam Cole, because like you said, I don't know who the fuck the other guy is.
Yeah, I don't need it.
No disrespect, but I mean, is this match for anything other than?
What's up, Bill? Bill chiming in, gotta love that. Brian Wilson chiming in over there too. What's up, Brian?
What's up?
So I don't know, man. The Adam Cole Tom Lawler match.
Like, I'm just trying to figure out what's at stake with this match.
Nothing. MJF set the match.
Oh, so maybe just get the win, and maybe MJF might give him a rematch to that.
Well, but it's also to placate we're partners now, and hey, I accepted this match on your behalf, and right, this is just gonna come back to screw MJF because all right, here you go. Adam Cole match happens early in the night. MJF is there, but he says he's not gonna walk down to the ring. Adam Cole helps his buddy get to the ring.
Hey,
and there's
buddy.
Adrian. What's up, Adrian?
What's up?
Captain Rex helmet, though. Yeah. It's starting to fall apart on the inside, so it needs a little repair work, but it
needs a little TLC.
It does. I picked it up the other day, and there's padding on the inside for when you put your helmet. Don't lift it up, jackass. There's padding on the inside. Well, I guess through the heat and the humidity and everything like that, that glue has since said, nope, we're out. And that padding has started to fall.
I mean, Satan opened the doors to hell, so, we're in that part of the, summer.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to go kick his ass and tell him to close the fucking door, because,
no shit. It's unbearable. I think Forbidden Door, though, is going to be a really, really, really good show tomorrow. Let's know where the rings are at. The rings are actually on the table, my desk over here, because the rings, you saw them at WrestleMania. We had them out in the front. Those are the Hall of Fame rings that they got me. The problem is when we put them here, because of the light of the TV, because of all the other lights that we have, you actually can't really tell that the rings are rings. They just look like one big solid blur when we light tested them. So that's why those rings actually end up sitting on my desk over there. Plus, I'm not going to lie to you, I bring them out for the special shows, not the every week shows. So, because those are very, very special to me. They become very, very special to me. And so I saved those and I sit them off to the side because of the memory. Like, you look at Bill's picture there, that's from his wedding. And they actually got me those rings after the wedding as a thank you for I was one of Bill's best men. I helped out a lot in preparation for the wedding, so that was a big thank you. Get that and my Mickey Mouse cookie jar that also is sitting over there on my desk as well. So that's where the rings are at. I'm so excited for Forbidden Door, though. Like, to put a nice bow on this, and then we're going to transition to Money in the Bank, because I don't know if I'm having off next week for us to preview it. I don't know. Because it's a Saturday show, yeah, but because it's at noon, right? It's on the other side of the world. I don't know how we're gonna make this work. What we're gonna do? I don't know if we're gonna watch it and then react later, or not watch it and then watch it later and react while we're on the air. I don't know what we're planning on yet. We'll figure that piece out.
It's all about schedules next week.
Yeah, we'll figure that out as we go. Maybe I'll have an answer for you guys at Pandemonium on Monday. I don't know what that says.
Odor?
Odor.
Yeah, the fuck's it called? Game of Thrones? Odor?
Nope. Does nothing for me.
I want to know who's calling Hodor, though.
She.
Oh, I thought that was
that's 100% Adrian.
No, I seen Bill. I didn't see the.
Way to go, genius.
Well, considering the fucking wire's in the way.
It was on the fucking screen.
I didn't see it on the screen.
How'd you not see it on the screen?
I'm blind.
You're technically closer.
I'm technically blind.
Those fix that shit.
Not necessarily.
Then get new ones.
I actually might.
You should.
I need to.
Oh, wait. Can I actually take a laser to your eyes?
No.
Why not?
Because.
Adrian will help.
No.
Why not?
Because.
Give me a good reason.
No.
Give me a better reason.
I like glasses better than anything else, okay?
Yeah.
I've been wearing glasses since I've been in fucking kindergarten.
I didn't know they made glasses back then.
I know, right? Oh, and the glasses I had were hideous.
Still
Glad
are.
I don't have a picture.
So, yeah, hopefully by Fandomonium I'll have an answer for that. But I think Forbidden Door has the potential to be one of their best shows this year. Double or Nothing was really, really good, I won't lie. But Forbidden Door, because this is truly just going to be how good is your wrestling, I think it has a chance to be a great, great show. That being said, because it's only, hey, how good is your wrestling, it very easily can be a show that everybody forgets about. Because if you think about it, until we start talking about Forbidden Door, nobody remembers last year's Forbidden Door.
Okay.
Because nothing groundbreaking happened there. And if it did, not enough to leave a lasting impact on anybody.
Well,
Right now that we're talking about Forbidden Door, everybody goes back like, oh yeah, Forbidden Door last year was great, right?
I guess I'm wrong about MJF not wanting to show up.
What?
Because their match is opening up Forbidden Door.
Oh, perfect. Right? You other than you had the you had Pac winning the inaugural All Atlantic Championship, Thunder Rosa retained the title, the Will Ospreay match with Orange Cassidy for the IWGP United States title, the AEW World title, the IWGP World title, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Casino Battle Royale, the winner take all match where FTR won all the titles. That was a good one, right? This will be back to back, by the way. Suzuki teaming with Jericho and Guevara in a 6-man tag match at Double or Nothing. Interesting note there. Yeah, so it's very easily a match that can be forgotten. But I'm excited. I'm excited to break it down next week after it's all said and done. But let's transition. Before we do that, I'm going to throw us to a quick commercial break here from Philly Sports Trips, and we're going to come back and we're going to talk WWE Money in the Bank. Stay tuned.
Hey Birds fans, the NFL schedule has arrived and Philly Sports Trips has all the details now. Visit the site phillysportstrips.com. This is sure to be an epic season. Be sure to go there now to make sure that you don't get shut out. Join us in Tampa, LA, Seattle, or when we get revenge in Kansas City. Don't want to fly? No problem. Gather up your crew and hop aboard one of our signature boisterous bus trips to DC or New York. Sign up now and make sure to mention A2D. Don't miss out on the best Philly fan experience anywhere. Philly Sports Trip customers always stay at the best hotels and meet NFL legends. Book today.
And welcome back, everybody. That was Philly Sports Trips. Make sure you guys check them out. They are the premier sports travel company, and they're the only way to do Philly Sports Trips. Yes, I won't use the name in my promo. Fuck off. WWE Money in the Bank. It's live next Saturday night. Well, next Saturday afternoon. Like I said, I do not know as of right now what our plan is. We have discussed me potentially taking the day off, which I doubt will happen, and doing a live reaction show in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
We have discussed not watching it and then watching it live on the air, that might be really difficult for me because I have a lot of downtime at work on Saturday, so I could watch it.
Right.
We're really not 100% sure what we're going to do just yet. Once we know, then we'll try to convey that message to you guys better. So we're going to give, just real quick, we're not going to spend too much time on it because one way or another, we're going to talk about it next week. That'll be our main topic. Forbidden Door will be on the back burner of things next week.
Mm-hmm.
Unless just something groundbreaking happens tomorrow night, like every title changes hands.
Right?
So real quickly, who do you think is going to take the men's Money in the Bank ladder match? You have Ricochet, Shinsuke Nakamura, L.A. Knight.
There's my pick.
Santos Escobar, Butch, Damian Priest, Logan Paul.
Swear to God, if Logan Paul does win it, I'm rioting.
So, I want LA Knight to win.
Mm-hmm.
I want LA Knight to win. I want LA Knight to win.
Same here.
That
Same
being
here.
said,
Same here.
I can't argue the idea of having Logan Paul win.
Fuck that.
Hear me out.
I always do.
You could literally give Logan Paul the Money in the Bank briefcase
Mm-hmm.
and let him go everywhere with it.
I get that.
You could let him do interview after interview. He doesn't even have to bring it up. He just has to walk out with it, set it on whatever table, or just walk out, do the whole raise your arm up, put it behind the chair, and talk to Jimmy Fallon.
I mean, we know more likely whoever wins this is not catching on the world champion.
Yeah.
Especially since Triple H went ahead and said, added the stipulation, you can cash in on anybody. Not just, the world champion. You can cash in on the IC champion, the US.
Yeah.
I said, fuck. None of these guys are winning.
No.
Or anybody that wins it's not going to win the world.
That's why it's going to be Logan.
I still want LA Knight to win it.
Logan's going to win it, and Logan's going to take the United States title. Because there's no way he's beating Gunther.
I know that, but damn!
I would like to see LA Knight win it. Oh my god. LA Knight's promo on Friday Night SmackDown.
LA Knight's been on a tear.
It was hysterical.
Him ripping into Logan Paul was fucking great.
It was so good. And then, what? No, it wasn't SmackDown. It was Monday Night Raw. What did he say? Because I sent it to somebody. Hold on. I'll tell you exactly what he said. I said it word for word. Dying. I see Logan Paul and two guys who are as useless as basketball cleats. I was not okay. I was
no.
That happened.
His promo, that man, he's got that rock charisma. Can cut a promo like Stone Cold.
LA Knight's top tier right now.
Mm-hmm. And the pop he gets when he comes out.
Oh yeah, it's stupid. Gino saying, nah, keep Vinnie Mac away from Will at all costs. We're not getting into the Vince McMahon conversations. Who is taking the women's Money in the Bank? You have Zelina Vega, Becky Lynch, Zoe Stark, Bayley, Io Sky, and Trish Stratus.
I want Io Sky to win it. I kind of think they could do a lot with that. Hell of a lot with Io and the Money in the Bank. But I have a feeling Becky wins it.
So Io makes the most sense.
Mm-hmm.
Unpopular opinion. Zoe Stark.
I could see it.
I could see
them having a first-time Hall of Famer win it.
I could see Trish winning it too. I mean, you realistically, even for the men's match, right? I can book out anybody winning it, but the women more so than the men. You can go so many different routes with it. Trish winning it would make a ton of sense because it's Trish.
Well,
it teases the idea of her versus Rhea Ripley.
if you have Trish cash in, just per se, you have Trish cash in. Now Becky needs, feels it's her mission to take that title away from Trish.
Yep.
So that right there, that story right there sells itself.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, it does.
So I can see Trish Stratus winning it, and not, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I wouldn't. This is a match where just about anybody can win this Money in the Bank, and I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be mad. I know we're gonna have a good time with it. Oh no, I know, Gino. I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm so giving you a hard time. He goes, not trying to chat about Vince, just responding to Pete Evans' comment, I'm late to the party. No, absolutely, man. And I just like to give people a hard time. It's my shtick. Because I tend to go down a rabbit hole when it comes to Vince McMahon and Tony Khan. Mostly Tony Khan.
Yeah.
So, I'm just busting.
He just likes to pull the stick out every once in a while and beat somebody with it and put it back in.
What? Don't repeat it. I heard you, and don't tell me what you meant because I know what you meant. But what the fuck?
I just said,
Shut up. I will now be accepting applications for a new host.
This is like the umpteenth million time you said that.
Yeah, and, well, no one's been good enough yet.
I think that's a compliment.
No, it's what problem do I want more? The devil I know versus the devil I don't.
Oh, God.
Cody Rhodes versus Dominic Mysterio.
Would you be mad if I said we might have an upset of the night here?
So let's assume for a second that I watched this match. And whether we get to do the show live or I'm sitting in my office and I watch this. Give you 1 second, Gino. If I see Dominic Mysterio beat Cody Rhodes, right?
I think
Don't go near the dealership. Don't put a camera in my face. I'll cancel the fucking show that night. I give Rob Brinkman a hard time for being one of the most negative people on the planet. I will be worse next Saturday night if Dominic Mysterio wins. I don't care if the Usos beat Roman for the title. I don't care if Logan Paul beats Roman for the title. Or even beats Seth for the title. If Dominic Mysterio gets it 1, 2, 3 on Cody Rhodes, hell will boil over.
it's already boiling.
Stop, spill out of the ground, raise up like the ashes of a phoenix, and I will send it all hurling in that direction. Believe that.
Believe.
Yeah.
I mean, the only way he wins is if his mammy interferes.
I just hope I see Brandy Rose go out and get in Rhea's face. Now, at that point, that's what I want. Brandy's not like the bad bitch or nothing. She kind of is, but like, I just want to see her beat the shit out of Rhea for funsies. Not lead to anything.
She could be in the audience.
Yeah, just get involved a little bit. Gio said, do you guys think Logan Paul is going to win the briefcase? I said I think he's going to win because from a PR standpoint,
it makes the most fucking
it makes
sense.
the most sense.
Even though I don't want it.
And I think it's time that a heel win Money in the Bank.
Now, hear me out. This is stupidity happening. What happens? Logan Paul wins it. Usos win. And Logan Paul catches in on Roman.
First of all, I will hide because Jax will show up at this house. He's got plans next weekend. That man ain't gonna be nowhere near here. He will show up here and he'll take over the show. And we'll spend 2 minutes talk. We'll do the intro and then Jax will rant for an hour and a half about how that's a horrible idea. I will be scared. I won't stop laughing either.
I just happened to just came across my mind, you know.
Jesus Christ. That's a really scary thought. There's a part of me that doesn't hate it.
And here I thought I thought it was one of my stupid ideas, but goddamn.
It is a dumb idea, right? If they do it, it's dumb. But I'm literally cracking up
over the repercussions that would happen with this.
Oh my God, yes. And like, I haven't even gotten out of my friend circle yet. I
think Silent Hill would be here faster than Jax would.
Oh no, I'm doing this right now live on the air.
Uh-oh.
He'll probably answer. Hello? Hey, I'm gonna put you on speakerphone. We're on the air, okay? Keep that in mind. Okay. So we're talking about Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
And Butter said, I have a stupid idea. And so I always hear it out.
Okay.
He goes, what if Logan Paul wins Money in the Bank, the Usos beat Roman, and Logan cashes in on Roman?
That's his idea?
Uh-huh.
You called me for that idea?
I needed your reaction for that idea.
That is the stupidest idea I've ever heard in my life.
I thought so.
You want me to tell you why?
Yes, please.
Where in the story does Logan fit?
Doesn't have to fit. It's Money in the Bank. You don't have to fit in shit.
No. If you're gonna do it logically and make it make any ounce of sense, he would cash in on Seth, not Roman.
So tell me, since when has WWE had any logic?
First. What?
Since when has anything been logical in WWE?
You think they're gonna trash their biggest story by putting it on Logan Paul?
I've seen worse.
Okay. In 2023, I understand Vince is still running the show, but Triple H had some moniker of say-so. You think, two things, they're going to give their biggest title, their undisputed title, mind you, to Logan Paul. That's the first thing. The second thing, they're going to torch the entire bloodline storyline of finishing the story. They're going to bypass Cody. They're going to bypass Jimmy. They're going to bypass Jay. They're going to bypass Solo for Logan Paul. Are you dead ass? Are you high right now?
No, but I can see it. I mean, Logan Paul's
Brother, listen, I would love that shock factor. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't hate the idea. I would love the shock factor. However, that is the stupidest thing they could do for this storyline in particular. Bar none. You spent 3 years building up this story and you're going to tarnish it by throwing Logan Paul the title?
Si, senor.
I'm going to be honest with you. If anybody but LA Knight wins that title, I'm upset.
Thank you.
He's the only person that should win that title. I don't know if he's a face. I don't know if he's a heel. All I know is that he is over. He is over, and he needs to win it.
Exactly.
And he needs to hold it. He needs to hold it until he builds more and more credibility till we know if he's a face or a heel, and then cash in. It could be Survivor Series. It could be Royal Rumble. It could be WrestleMania. I don't care. And if they do keep the title on Roman until WrestleMania, you could have The Rock. I would hate to do this. You could have The Rock come through if they're going to stay with that storyline. Rock beats Roman. LA Knight beats The Rock. Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Not bad.
It's so easy to do. I could be a writer for these wrestling shows. I'm not kidding. It's this thing. If you want to go left, it's the easiest way. And it makes sense. LA Knight calls himself a megastar. LA Knight beats a literal megastar.
It all works.
It all works. And if you're not going to give it to LA Knight, you have to give it to Dom. You have to. He is Omega Heat. He could benefit from it so much.
Yeah.
Just lurking around Seth, and then all of a sudden, Judgment Day's lurking around Roman when Roman does not have the bloodline. Homie.
Yeah. Imagine
that.
But hey, I'll see you tomorrow.
All that other stuff. All right, bet. All right.
So Gino says, I disagree. I think Triple H has no say-so whatsoever. Unfortunately, Gino, he still has say-so, and he's made it known he has say-so. And with what we've seen, yeah, Vince's hand is still there, but you can tell it's Triple H. It's still
100%.
All right, let's go to Seth Rollins, Finn Balor.
Seth Rollins.
Kind of want Finn to win.
It'd be nice to give Finn that run.
Finn deserves it at this point. Seth was the guy. Seth was the right guy to be the inaugural champion for it to fit. But now with what they're doing with Finn, it would put Finn back so many steps if Seth was to beat him, because Finn then seems useless, and I just don't so much.
I just don't see them ending this run this soon.
But
as much as it would,
would it hurt Seth?
No, but
would it hurt Finn if he lost?
A little bit.
Yeah. You go. And Finn said it. And look, I'm not a fan of Finn heel. I like Finn as a face. I do. This Judgment Day stuff has kind of fallen flat because of how much Dom and Rhea blew up.
Mm-hmm.
Damien really doesn't fucking matter anymore.
Even though for some reason everybody backstage really wants to push him.
There's Jax. Finn ain't beating Seth, bro. Stop. I again, right? I don't disagree that Seth is going to win. I would really like to see Finn win. And this goes back further than Judgment Day, further than this literally goes back to the Universal Championship. Finn won. He got injured that night. Mm-hmm. Never had a true title run. And I don't see a spot where you can give Finn a title run. I think Finn could do a really good title run. Especially with Rhea still having the title. You can bounce off of that. Dom's Omega Heat, you could bounce off of that. You could use those two to slingshot Finn to where I think he rightfully deserves to be. And I will always be a Finn Balor fan, so I think there's a lot of bias there because I hate the fact that, like, one of my favorite wrestlers is just kind of floundering on Monday Night Raw. And has floundered for a while. The stuff he's doing right now with Seth is great. I don't want to see it end. Mm-hmm. Because the brutal attacks, that guerrilla warfare style almost, I love it. Dom's not in Money in the Bank. Damien is. Because Jack's saying Dom wins Money in the Bank. That's what breaks Judgment Day up. Dom, Priest, and Rhea, Finn go solo. Damien's in Money in the Bank. Dom's fighting Cody. I didn't catch that until he said it again here, but he said that on the call too. Dominic winning Money in the Bank. No, I don't think Damian. All right, so he says that's what I meant. I don't think Damian has the Omega heat like Dominic does. I think it's like go back to we were talking about it at what was it, WrestleMania? Damian didn't have a match. Everybody else did. Everybody else did something at WrestleMania with Damian. Damian has just kind of existed. This is his first, I say big, his first major match in a long time.
What about Bad Bunny? Backlash, Puerto Rico.
All right, so this is not to discredit Damian Priest, nor Bad Bunny. Regionally, that was a big match. Long-term landscape kind of deal like a Money in the Bank briefcase win would be, not a big match. No, absolutely. Right? Jack says he had the biggest match at Backlash. He put Bunny over. Then he fought Seth and lost because of Finn. Okay, so I actually didn't know that part. I didn't know that Finn was the reason that Damian lost in that open challenge. I guess that I either missed that or
missed it myself.
So all right, so that was a tidbit I didn't know. Okay, so that makes a little bit more sense with the Judgment Day breaking up, and it might be the right time. Let everybody kind of go their separate ways. Okay, but even still, though, putting Bunny over versus winning Money in the Bank, they're not the same.
No,
I think we can all agree on that. And I just don't know if. And again, I've never been a big Damian Priest fan.
Mm-hmm.
But it's boring. I can't get excited about him. Do I think the Money in the Bank would absolutely help him? Oh yeah, 100% it would. I don't know. It doesn't like booking that out doesn't make it like a long-term thing for me. I would lose interest in him being the briefcase holder after a while. Whereas like LA Knight winning, that would be a lot more fun.
Yep.
Because back to Jackson's point, not knowing where LA Knight falls, is he a heel? Is he a face? Right? But and having that wild card contract, you can do so much more with it with LA Knight. So much more. Logan, because of the stipulation, the Priest cashes in on Seth, Finn will fight him for it. 100%. But because the stipulation of you can cash it in on anybody, that's why I can see Logan winning. Ricochet and Shinsuke? No, I don't see it. Sorry, guys, don't see you winning. Maybe Butch? Maybe? But with Gunther now being on Raw, the Brawling Brute still on SmackDown, Austin Theory on SmackDown, that's the only thing I see. If Butch wins, he goes after the U.S. title.
Or the tag titles.
Maybe. They set it up to where, hey, guys, you can win it. We're still going to do it. Right? We're not going to have a tag team Money in the Bank, which I think we should have. Right? We're not going to have a Money in the Bank for the U.S. title, the IC title. You can cash in on whoever you want, but hey, just not Roman. That's essentially what you went out and said, without going out and saying it.
It's Feast or Fire, just everything in one briefcase.
Kinda. Ted, Logan Paul can't go from losing every big match to being Mr. Money in the Bank all of a sudden. Pun intended, you gotta cash in with LA Knight. Yeah! LA Knight is the clear choice here, for me at least. We did kind of backtrack a little bit. LA Knight is the clear choice here. LA Knight is the best choice. Jax makes a compelling argument for Damian Priest. I can't disagree with that. You can make a compelling argument for Logan Paul. I hate that. I can't do it with anybody else in the match. Right? Even Santos Escobar. I feel bad because like the LWO is just kind of been like, right?
Yeah. It's been up and down.
Just kind of
Well,
there.
Maybe
And that could be the thing that breathes new life into it.
the so-called rumored new addition, coming to WWE might.
Carlito?
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. So really the only thing we're going to say bullet for the end.
That's what I was hoping.
Liv Morgan returned last night. It's going to be Liv and Raquel versus Ronda and Shayna for the unified WWE Women's Tag Team titles. First of all, how do you feel about them unifying the women's tag titles?
Bound to happen because they don't have enough women's tag teams right now. They can go back and forth between NXT and the main roster.
How do you feel that it's Shayna and Ronda?
Saw that coming a mile away, even though I kind of wanted Alba and Isla to win.
Could you see Liv and Raquel beating them?
Yes. Because they're fucking crazy enough to do it.
Could you see one turning on the other?
If they lose, yes.
Could you see it being Liv?
No, I can see it more being Raquel.
I think it's Liv. I think it's Liv.
But then you lose another tag team.
You do.
I just,
I don't think they're losing. Number one.
this is one of those things where I hate they fucking put people together and then just break them up a few months down the line going, fuck it. We ain't got enough, but I don't give a damn.
And at the same time, I can see Shayna and Ronda retaining. Right? Cement themselves as a dominant tag team. Let them grow other tag teams. Right? Like Chance and Carter.
Grow this division a little more.
Grow your division a little bit more. Use NXT to really build up those women tag teams that you have down there. Or lack thereof. Because I actually, think about it. When you broke up the Country Girl and the WWE's women version of Beer Money, when you broke them up, you don't have any women tag teams down there anymore.
No. Especially when you called up your other two.
Right, and that's why you merged your titles. That's fine. Could go either way. I'm happy either way.
Yeah.
It's one of the few matches to where I'm happy either way. Dynasty chiming in. What's up, boys? What have I missed? Everything. We talked Forbidden Door. We're talking Money in the Bank. We're probably going to get off here in about the next 10, 15 minutes unless conversation just really, really goes well. I still got a Pandemonium show to get ready for on Monday, and I've got meetings tomorrow that I got to get ready for. Brian Daly chiming in. What's up, guys? Uso. Okay. Sure. I'm confuzzled. Whatever. And actually, when you think about it, all the matches that we've talked about tonight, one of the ones I'm like, I don't care one way or the other. I'm happy either way.
Yeah. 100%.
All right. I feel like we're going to go down the rabbit hole.
You know what? I'm shocked.
I feel like that we are.
I'm just truly amazed and shocked.
Dynasty says Logan Paul and Trish end up Money in the Bank winners. I don't hate that.
No. But I'm truly shocked. Because for once, this week is ending and not beginning.
So, we've talked about how, who was first, Jimmy? Jimmy kicks Roman's teeth down his throat twice.
Yep.
And then last week, Jay kicks Roman's teeth down his throat. Now you have the Bloodline versus the Usos in a Bloodline Civil War match. Which means nothing. No special stipulation, no
No.
nothing.
It's just
They're just going to kick each other's ass from pillar to post. I'm cool with that.
so. When do we see the rat abandon ship and turn on?
We don't. The next question is, when does Solo abandon Roman? Because here's the thing. When one piece falls in an empire, everything crumbles.
I think depending on how this match goes, if Solo gets blamed for any of it, if it goes south for Roman and Solo, if Solo gets blamed for any of it, he's out.
Solo loses. Well, Roman loses. They pin Roman.
I think this is where you pin Roman.
Solo gets the blame. Roman starts beating up on Solo. The Usos come down and save their brother. Because go back to their promo last night. It's about family. Felt like a Fast and the Furious movie for a minute.
I know. I was about to say the
It
same
really,
shit.
it really did last night. Like watching it.
Now, who's to say Solo has already decided to turn on Roman? That he's just waiting for this match.
Part of me, because they don't portray him as smart.
Yeah, but
They honest to God portray him as just
that again.
the mindless lapdog of Roman Reigns.
But again, that's brother. That's blood. True blood.
Mm-hmm.
That's brother. Who's to say they haven't talked about this and decided, Solo, stick with Roman, make him think you're going to stick with him. That you're, part of the...
No, because they would have shown us some of that.
No, I don't think they would.
No, they would have. No, because you can't have that be the reason without the on-screen interaction. Right? No different than the stuff with Sammy. We saw that play out on screen. You can't have Solo attack Roman without the Usos kind of pleading their case a little to Solo, which they haven't done yet. They haven't said, hey, you're our brother.
They did not last week, but the week before. They
But
tried. They did try.
But not enough.
No, yeah, you're right.
Right? They haven't really gone that route. So it wouldn't make sense. Just like Jack talks about logic. Right? The story still has to make some logical sense.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't. Right? I let that play out on the phone call because it was funny. But that's one thing that just doesn't make sense. So, don't do it. Right? If you're going to do it, have them go to his aid, right? He doesn't need to turn on Roman, right? He can even attack them after they get up. Like, they beat up Roman, Roman leaves, they kind of help Solo up, Solo spikes them, right? But remembers, oh, they came back and they saved me. Now you've planted that seed. So now every time Roman has shortcomings or Solo fails, right? Now it's, oh, I'm the only one left. You're putting all this on me now. My brothers were there for me when you were an asshole to me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm not going to side with my brothers because they were assholes to me too. Fuck all y'all. I'm going to go fuck up somebody. I'm going to go choke out Austin Theory and take the title.
Mm.
Right?
Like you did with Sheamus and the medical staff last night?
Exactly. Exactly. Right? So.
Because fuck medical staff.
Yeah. So, now we're at the part where we let this kind of play out for a little bit, the Usos versus the Bloodline. But you start laying the groundwork next week for Solo to split off. Right? Because now Roman's back to his most vulnerable.
Because he's got nobody with him.
He's got nobody with him. And Roman hasn't won a match clean in 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now everybody can say, oh, wait, Roman's going to lose now. And then you play that out for a little bit. Right. So much you can do with it.
100%.
So much more you can do with it. And I think it works better. But that's all for us tonight. Obviously, we're going to be back next week with Money in the Bank in some capacity. Let's kind of go through the next couple of weeks. So next week, Money in the Bank, whether it's a live reaction show or it's a watch along later or whatever it is, that's next week. The week after, we're going to talk about fallout from everything. From Forbidden Door, Money in the Bank. And then on the 15th, the 22nd, and the 29th, those are going to be interesting shows because there's really nothing going on. We'll have the Great American Bash on the 30th. So we'll get to preview that on the 29th. And then we have August 5th, the following Saturday, as SummerSlam. So that will be a live reaction show. We might have a little fun. I think on the 22nd we're going to have some fun. Some Fandemonium fun. Ted, thank you so much for the super chat, buddy.
Thank you, Ted.
Attitude Days is great. We didn't have those historical title reigns until JBL and SmackDown. Long reigns are holding back guys from becoming top stars. Are long reigns? No, I don't think so. Because he puts a question mark at the end. So I think he's saying, are long reigns holding back guys from becoming top stars? I don't think so. Because with Roman being a 1,000-day champion, it's forced other guys to step up so they get noticed. And Roman is just kind of like, all right, yeah, he's there. Right? He's not around all the time. Yeah, he's champ, whatever.
Here's another thing.
Thank you again, Ted.
Thank you, Ted. Here's another thing I got a question for. When's Roman going to drop the other two fucking belts?
Never.
Because it's like Triple H is handing him a title, and Roman goes, you know what, I think I'm going to keep all three. Like, Roman, he just gave you two belts. He just gave you a new belt to merge those two to toss them.
No, he won't do it.
Fuck!
At this point, it's a pride thing. But, so, I'm going to say this here. You know nothing about this yet. Fandemonium. Fandemonium happens every Monday night. If you're not familiar with it, it is a show Frank and I put on. And as of right now, we have A2D personalities coming on the show, battling it out in a sports trivia competition. We've had some very interesting battles lately.
Mm-hmm.
This week we have Chucks of Birds of a Feather going 1-on-1 with the Great One. It'll be Chucks versus Tom Arnone.
Oh, boy.
Monday night. Starting in July, we're going to have fans come on the show. How do you get on the show? Reach out to me. We'll talk about it. We'll make sure that it can work for you. We'll go over some of the logistical stuff, figure things out. We're going to give away prizes to the fans. It'll start off fans versus A2D staff. But I'm thinking on either the 15th or the 22nd of July, we have Fandemonium in this very ring edition. Me versus you. I will not partake in creating the questions, obviously.
Oh, joy.
But we will, instead of doing NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, because that'll be a clusterfuck for us. WWE fandom. That'll just be fucking horrendous.
WWE, AEW, New Japan, Impact.
We're gonna open that field up more to more wrestling questions and more fandom questions.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to obviously enlist the help of Frank Vespi, so it will determine which night Frank is available. And then we might ask maybe Mr. Ryan Brodo to assist as well. Maybe Mr. Delavecchio to assist as well with this. I don't know yet. But it'll be Frank and somebody else because, well, yeah. they will come up with the questions and the challenges and everything, and it'll be you and I battling it out.
This ought to be good.
For supremacy. I, honest to God, don't know what the fuck will happen when that goes down. Because sometimes we're both mush. Our brains are both mush. Not pretty. And yeah.
If you pop the lid open and just be,
But that'll be in a few weeks' time. We'll do that before SummerSlam, before all the chaos. But like I said, guys, if you want to get in touch with me, reach out to the In This Very Ring page on Facebook. To get in touch with me to talk about being on Fandemonium moving forward. Check us out Monday night. We go live at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. It'll be Tom Arnone, Chuck Moranin. I cannot wait for this because Tom is not going to get the wrestling questions, neither is Chuck's. The fandom is a toss-up. I'll be very surprised at NHL. I don't know how Chuck's is going to do with MLB or NBA. That is not a show you're going to want to miss. Put it that way. We want to thank our sponsors, Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC, for sponsoring tonight's poll question, which was Kenny Omega's going to lose the IWGP United States Heavyweight title. To Will Ospreay. So we want to thank Specialized Physical Therapy. Check them out. Burlington, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, or on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. We also want to thank Alan Z Travel for sponsoring tonight and every night. Yes, by about 11 o'clock, we're done. We're just toast. For sponsoring tonight and every single night show that we do. They specialize in creating vacation for your dreams at Disney, Universal, or wherever your heart calls you. Let their talented team of travel experts, including yours truly, create a custom vacation for you without any of the stress. Alan Z on over to alanz-travel.com/take the trip, and we can start planning your next magical vacation as early as tonight. For Butters, I'm Rich. We will see you guys next week. Enjoy Forbidden Door. Possibly enjoy Money in the Bank. We'll figure out what the hell we're doing. I'll see you guys on Monday for Fandemonium. Until then, tell somebody you love them. Peace, love, and joy. We're out.